Alrighty, what is going on, my fellow Apex Legends? Welcome to the Season 14 Apxche tier list for Apex Legends. Like I said in the last video of the Season 13 tier list, we were going to do a little update since there wasn't too many changes, but I definitely wanted to talk a little bit about Vantage, as well as some of the minor buffs and nerfs that had happened. You guys don't know this, and I probably shouldn't even say it, but this is like take 5. A lot of errors have been made, whether it be technical or just like not pressing the record button. So yeah, we're gonna try to like get through this a little quick. I don't want to take too long on this video because there's not too much to talk about. So yeah, so I think we can all agree that Valkyrie, best character in the game, great utility, great movement, great ult. Definitely needs to still be tuned down a bit. But I'm not gonna go too deep on that. We already kind of know she's strong. Gibraltar, still a staple. I don't care what nobody says. I think he's still the #1 big right now. Newcastle, I think, is very close, but I still think Gibraltar has more benefits at the end of the day. His kit's still busted. His ult's still great for endgame. And yeah, best duelist in the game. On to A tier. Newcastle, Caustic, Seer, and Horizon. Newcastle is fantastic. I think Seer might be a little bit better than the Caustic right now, just in the sense of like, his ult is ridiculous. Definitely needs to get nerfed. Whether you make it smaller, make it not last as long, something. But his ult's ridiculous, as well as his, as I like to call it, rat scanner, goes a little too far. So I think just toning that down a bit as well would be nice. But yeah, Cost a great legend, great ult, great utility, and a monster in endgame. Horizon, great ult, great movement, as well as it brings a little bit of team movement. Just a good character overall, great for dueling, and I feel like if you're a great player, you could definitely make a lot of good plays on Horizon. Alrighty, for the B tier, we're gonna go ahead and start off with Bloodhound. Bloodhound's a great character. Seer just overshadows him right now. I know people will try to debate that Bloodhound is better or on even standing ground, but I just don't think that you can compete with Seer's Disrupt. The ability to not only silence enemies but cancel heals, res, is just ridiculous in my opinion. And yeah, I think that puts him definitely a cut above Bloodhound. But yeah. So for the rest of B tier, Loba, fantastic character, great ult, is good for early, mid, and late game, and her mobility is ridiculous. Kind of rivals the old Wraith in my opinion. I definitely think she plays Wraith better than Wraith does right now. Just the ability to be from point A to point B, from point A to point B to point C in a matter of seconds is ridiculous. Loba is definitely a great character right now. Other than that though, I'd say that Ashe belongs in B, Fuse belongs in B, Maggie belongs in B. Same with Watson, Wraith, and Octane. And we'll talk about Vantage later. I'm not saying she's down here, but she's definitely in probably middle of the pack, but I want to get to her last because new character, right? Yay. Other than that, though, when it comes to C tier, I guess we can talk about B tier real quick. Bloodhound, cool. Loba, awesome. Ashe, great. Maggie and Fuse. Maggie is definitely better than Fuse. Maggie's definitely better than Ashe, in my opinion, too. Brings a lot more utility. Watson better than that. Yep. I think this list right here is pretty accurate. Wraith is good, but she's just not really meta right now. I think Octane probably does a little bit better than her, as well, especially for King's Canyon. As well as Fuse is pretty cool. Utility's pretty great. Ult needs a buff. Ashe is great. Utility's cool. Ult's nice. But I think these characters just bring a lot more value to the team. Watson is great. High skill character. So if you're picking Watson, you gotta know what you're doing. But other than that, though, great utility. Her ult's nice. Passive needs a slight buff, in my opinion. I like the fact that she can refill her team's shields, but it's just too damn slow. And I get it why they're so scared to buff it, because like if you buff that, like that's scary because it's a great passive, and I feel like you touch a number and it's busted, right? But wouldn't Watson meta be terrifying? It might be terrifying for people's FPS, but I don't really know about if it'd be a terrible meta. Bring back gun skill meta, yay! C tier, Bangalore, Crypto, Pathfinder, Rampart, and Revenant. D tier, Mozambique here, better known as Lifeline. F tier, the fucking madman himself. And by a madman, I mean delusional, Mirage. If you like this character, I hate you. If you think he's good, I hate you even more. He needs a fucking rework. Don't argue with me. I'm not gonna argue with you. He's bad. Terrible. But he can pop his ult. No. No. Bad. Very, very bad. Leave him down there until he gets reworked. I'm going to talk a little bit about D, then C, I guess, or C, then D, whatever. C tier, order from least to greatest. Bangalore definitely falls down the pack because so many scan legends right now. Revenant is a great character. I definitely think Revenant is high up there. He's just a very high skill character that's very reliant on his silences. If you're not hitting them, shit out of luck. Good luck for Revenant. Maybe give him another silence. I don't know. But he could use probably a tiny bit of love to his silence. I don't really know about the rest of it. Gets pretty good. Pathfinder, great, but he's a high skill character. Doesn't bring too much utility, so I think that brings him down a bit. Definitely over Bangalore, but I think Rampart might shine a little bit better just because the walls are pretty nice and they're good for bunkering down. But yeah. Crypto, great character, fantastic character. Very high skill though. Takes a lot of skill to get value out of Crypto. But if you can, he's nice. Right? Obviously he has a lot of weaknesses, no movement, and his drone cooldown is way too long. But if they maybe buff the drone cooldown, maybe give it a little bit more health, I don't know. Give Crypto a little bit of love, and he definitely shoots up, in my opinion. But yeah, other than that, I think that's it for those characters. Lifeline, she's just in a really gray area right now. Like, what does she do? I think she just needs overall, her kit needs to be buffed. I don't think you really need to rework her. Maybe like rework her abilities in like a slight way, in the sense of like adjust how the abilities work. But like, yeah, I feel like drone should be able to like attach and follow people, so it's just constant heals, things like that. Maybe she can get extra meds out of every crate instead of just blue ones. I don't know. Buff Lifeline, buffer. What could go wrong? I don't know. And then Vantage. Vantage is B tier. I think she's middle of the pack. I'd say probably like here. No. Nice ult. Nice movement. But she was released very balanced. So it's hard to say if certain things got tweaked, if it would make her insane or not. I think her movement should be an instant cast. I don't think you should have to wind it up. I also believe that her ult, once you pull it out and you assemble it, I don't think every time you pull it out in that same like charge of that ultimate, you should assemble it. It takes so much time. And I feel like you could get a little bit more value out of it if you could just do like pull out, quick scope, switch, and it would look cool too. You know, very flashy, and things like that, and it would also feel nice. It's just the fact that every time I pull it out, I got to reassemble it. So that means that when there's a chance that I want to reposition, but I want to reposition fast, and I have to put the gun away, in my head, I'm like, ugh, I'm gonna have to pull it out and put the whole fucking gun literally together, and it's so clunky. I don't like it. But other than that, pretty sure I talked about everybody. There's probably a few adjustments from the last tier list I made, but this is my opinion at the end of the day. If you guys disagree or anything in any way, you guys can go hash it out in the comments below. I would definitely love to hear what you guys think, as well as just watch hell break loose. I know you Mirage mains are coming for me. I know, I feel it. But other than that, though, if you like the video, definitely leave a like. As you guys know, I'm looking to do a little bit of coaching, so you're definitely going to be seeing a lot of tier lists and like VOD reviews and gameplays, things like that. So if you guys enjoy that, definitely sub so that you can keep up with me and my channel, so that you don't ever miss a video. But with that being said, I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if not, suck it up. Peace out. Take care.